every day until it literally collapsed and nearly killed them off. But guess what? I don't feed them problem. Somebody else will come fix it. Same building, different set of people with a different mindset living at it. But those people saw the crack, went into their pockets, take out their money, and repair it. The only difference is that one set of people have a Labour Party mindset and one was under PMPism. Ask them, grandmother, son. They ask them. Right? That is the difference between the two. PMPism is that we have a leader in the Jamaica, we have a leader in the PMP who see it better to go to the Bahamas. Tap up the screen, my people. Who see it better to go to the Bahamas and invest in a lower income houses in the Bahamas. While the people them where him a lead are basically living under in a debt trap. The people them that he leads, that he represents, are living in a debt trap. But the people of the Bahamas are getting low income houses. Andrew Michael Holness in his community decides to listen to me. I have to change the standard of these people. So him tear down one little part of zinc place and him build up some nice apartment to put the people them in. He went around not just his constituency, he went into Frog City. Yes, Albert Simpson. Yes, these same very people up there are still a shit in a bag and fling it over the fence. Because guess what? The toilet in them house now work and they now fix it. Somebody must come in, come fix it. Somebody must come in, come fix it. Andrew Holness, as Prime Minister, is fixing his constituency, trying to change the mindset of the people and giving them a better outlook on where them live. He might do it around a Frog City too, which is in a one of the PMP stronghold. He go around and him build up some nice little house. When you're moving at them there, it a go change your mindset. When you pick and step out of them there, it a go change them how them perform in a school. One at a time, we are transform each community, each parish. Let me see if I can read this comment on YouTube. Yes, the difference between the two parties is clear. Very clear. Blade Brown, you love me company, but today still at the back of the class. People, Blade Brown people like you. Me tell you say, you couldn't make Manley. Michael Manley, that's shame on. Blade Brown go to the back of the class. Back of the class here. Hold on, where the mute button there? Back of the class, Blade Brown. Me not block him, just mute you. Back of the class. Because you want to come here and deny, say, you want to come here and deny the fact that Mark Golding constituency is falling apart? You want to come here and deny, say, nearly kill one elderly lady? You want to come here and deny, say, when he went to the scene, his first thought was the TV camera? His first thought was to go in front of the TV camera and then stand up on camera and say, boy, the lady that collapsed is okay. And the man will stand up beside him and say, we don't know that yet. Yes. The man will stand up beside him and come and say, no, we don't know if the lady is okay yet. So don't come here and say the lady okay. And that me I see do John. You don't know what you're doing a retirement so long, man. You need to roll out, man. The man in blank without you open at the space there, you know. The man in blank without you open at the space there, do John, man. Hurry up and come off a vacation, man. Hurry up and come off a vacation. Ibi say, all where you are say, we were living better with that salary. Ibi, got the back of the class too. And that's what I'm telling you, so that is PMP-ism for you. All I want PMP-ism you have. You see that you're living better. Pan what salary you're living better? Pan 10 years out of wage freeze? Me there, boss, bless up yourself. Max, bless up. You're living better under 10 years of wage freeze under the PMP. Tell the public sector worker them that. Tell the nurses them that. Tell the teacher them that. Tell the police them that. So if you vote in PMP, and PMP will move them back to the salary that used to make them happy. Please, may I beg you. Go to the entire public sector workers. Tell them if you vote for the PMP, because Mark Golding knows that they are not happy with the present salary and he wants to return them to the salary under the People's National Party. Do that for me, please. Tell the security guards that Mark Golding know that they are not happy with the 100% increase they received since 2016. And Mark Golding want to return them to the previous salary under the PMP. Tell the minimum wage earners that Mark Golding know that they are not happy with the more than 100% raise that they receive since the JLP come in power, and he is going to return them to a salary that they were much more happy with. Go on, Ibi. Go say if it makes sense. Them send if you can't type that in the chat. Go back to the public sector workers. Go to the nurse whose salary move from who take home salary move from $80,000 a month to $235,000. Go to that nurse and tell that nurse, say, Mark Golding know you're not happy with your salary, and when he comes in, he's going to return you to a salary of $85,000, which you were very happy with. Go tell the police officers that's walking to all of the dealership and drive out with them new brand SUV. Tell that to the teacher them. Tell them, say, with the new increase you no get, you no could have fix up on your house, buy a new vehicle. Go and tell them, say, Mark Golding know you're not happy, and if you return him to power, he's going to return your salary to the one that you were happy with previously. Go on, go tell them that to me, please. Tell them a Mark Golding tell you if you say it. Tell them a Marky G send a message to them. Say, don't worry. When I come in, I will return your salaries to what it was before 2021. Tell the Coast Guard, say when Mark Golding come in, he might go sell the 6 vessels when the Jamaica Labour Party buy, because guess what? The Coast Guard were much happier with the 1 vessel. Yes, the Coast Guard was much happier with the 1 vessel to patrol Jamaica. So go and tell them that. All right, the email, I will look at it. Right? Tell them that. Tell all of the people them where Andrew Michael Holness go dig out of the little ratness where they used to live in. Tell the 250 person will get the Hope House. Say them, Mark Golding knows say you did happier in our previous living condition. Now when he come, he might go take away the house where Andrew go now and put on the back because you're not happy over there, so. Tell the commuters and the JUTC, say only did happier without the 170 new bus. And when Mark Golding come, he might go sell them 70 bus there. Because only did happier without them. Tell the police them say the 150 police station will get retrofitted and built from scratch. Only did happier in the old Brockbung station we never have working toilet. So he might go return to the old mashup station we never have floor. We only have a shared toilet with prisoner. Tell them that is Mark Golding message. Tell the people them we enjoy the free health care. So when Mark Golding come in a power, him know say you don't like free health care. So he's going to impose back the fees that were charged at hospitals. Because guess what? Him know say you don't like free health care. That is the message of Mark Golding. Tap up the screen, my people. What people don't have to keep the taps better than the report, you know. That is Mark Golding message. So, Ibi, message received, sir. The people were happier with the half of the pay what them I get now. So, I pass on the message where you come to give me. I pass on that message, sir. But again, PMPism. PMPism is the order of the day. A mindset that says everything that happens to me is somebody else's fault. Everything that happens to me is somebody else's fault. As somebody else's fault that when me go school, me never sit down and take in the education when I get. As somebody else's fault, why I know me as the managing director for Digicel. As somebody else's fault, why I'm not an accountant. As somebody else's fault, why my business now work. It's not my fault. As somebody else's fault, why it is easier for me to beg you $100 rather than to wash your car for $500. As somebody else's fault. Yes, these things are always somebody else's fault. Always, so that is PMPism. As somebody else's responsibility. As somebody else's fault, we couldn't go get a skill. Lamar, somebody else's fault. It used to be that, boy, me can't afford to go get the skill, you know. Remember, me did over them and me say about when they go on ball. It is somebody else. Them used to say the problem why we can't get no skill, you know, is that we can't afford to get heart, you know. The government say, all right, you can't go hard. Because of the fee, all right, you are going to remove it. Boy, I want to go, you know, even though no fee no day, you know. But me can't have me on a bus fare if you travel at daytime, man. All right, me hear you. I will give you the bus fare. Boy, me have the bus fare, you know. Boy, you know, say me now got a lunch when me go there. All right, I will give you the lunch too. Boy, you know, say the hard place isn't too far. Jesus, hey, PMPism is real, me people. It is easier for us to wake up, go out on the corner morning time, dig out your finger. And let me jump onto this. Me, some people now do some videos say, boy, Anne-Marie Vaz, I tell people, say, if you go dig. No, Anne-Marie Vaz never tell nobody that. Anne-Marie Vaz say, if you want to go dig out your hand migger, fine, but put something on your head where you can afford to dig out your hand migger. Yes, before you go dig out your hand migger, put something on your head first where you can afford it. If you want burn weed, make sure you can buy your own. But PMPism say, me no fi hear that, you know. All me hear is that one woman say we forgot to go. No. The message is, if you want to go dig out your hand, make sure you can afford it. Now sit down and dig out your hand, and then you turn pestilence to people around you. Now sit down and dig out your hand, Miguel, and people can walk on the road in peace because you beg them. That is what she was saying. Thank you forever, Nat. That is what she was saying. If you are going to dig out your hand, Miguel, if you're comfortable sit down on the corner and you play play domino after school or after work. If you're comfortable sit down on the corner and burn some weed, do it after school or after work. That is simply the message from Action On. That is the message from the government of Jamaica. Come in a heart. In fact, I hear from good source, you know. So they are going to build a weed smoking room a heart. So you can get to no smoke where you go burn no weed. Literally, the government are trying to bend over back way if you get to no skilled. The only thing they now do is buy one machine where we cut on the head in two and implant the information in there. You know have to do one little part. Who named Castro? Somebody? Ah, Castro, boy. Castro, your name now do justice. Change your name and come back. And here's PMPism for you. I have been here speaking about things that would make the country better. But Castro, my granny always say, and take this anywhere you feel. The only thing you can get from a pig is a grunt. Nothing else. Interpret that any way you please. Right? But PMPism say, no matter what you do for me still want you to do more. Because the mindset is that we don't have to do nothing for ourselves. That is the mindset right now. We don't have to do nothing for ourselves. So when we get a house from the government have to come in, come paint it when it want paint, fix the pipe when it broke, repair the wire when it mash up, fix the roof when it a leak. and people don't see anything wrong with the mindset there. Compared to the people that we have to work hard and buy them house. Them have to work hard and paint it. Them have to work hard to fix the plumbing when it go bad. And you have people who get the house and literally live in a heat until it a fall down on top of them. Because them think of somebody else's job. Castro, back at the class, please. You see, me telling you, if there's one thing we prove, they don't speak to them, always try to disrupt the class. Why is that so? Why they don't speak to them, not sit down in the class? And if you now go ask question when you can learn something from. Turn the youth them into Croft. Thank you, Brother P. That is PMPism. PMPism say somebody must always do something for me. And that is why you will always hear every single member of the PMP always asks, boy, me hear the Prime Minister talking, but you don't mention nothing for the poor. Removal of guarantor for student loan is for the poor. Making Harchos NTA free is for the poor. Giving you $76,000 in total for both lunch and transportation is for the poor. The government social house is for the poor. The Second Chance Smile program is for the poor. $2.5 billion in scholarship from the Ministry of Health, the Barry Wynne Scholarship Fund, is for the poor. The tax credit is for the poor. But guess what? We are trying to meet the poor halfway. Our job as a government and as a party is never to keep people where they are, but to encourage them to put a hand up rather than look for handout. Raising the income tax as well, Amar, is for the poor. Doubling minimum wage is for the poor. Doubling the wages of security guard is for the poor. The social pension is for the poor. What we will not do is tell the poor, say, meet with them at the parish council office. And we'll give you an envelope. But we will tell the poor, meet without a heart, and we give you a skill. Check the difference in messaging, you know. The PMP tell the poor, meet with the parish council office, we'll give you 5 bills. The Jamaica Labour Party will proudly say, meet us out at the Harchos NTA office, and we will give you a skill. Now, again, I will ask, who would you rather go have a meeting with? Pablo, bless up yourself. Who will you rather have a meeting with? The one who will give you 5 bills and the one who will give you the skill. Me know who the comrade them are going to meet, you know. I already know that. So the comrade don't have the answer. I already know they're not going for the 5 bills. But when we want to come to a realization is that the 5 bills can't go nowhere. The skill. Thank you, Brother P. That is the best way to help. Depends on the ambition, yes, common sense. But that is the PMP, them, they're not taught to have ambition. That is why all of them sit down every day and tell you, say, oh man, we have 28 bank account. Rather than aspire themselves to have 30. Rather than say, my Lord, the Prime Minister have 28, well, me need to get 30. It is easier to sit down and say, oh, it is wrong. And that is where PMP put in your head. The Prime Minister build one big house. It is wrong to build a big house. That is where the PMP put in them people's head. And let me tell you the PMPs, I remember in 2018 during the budget, either 17 or 18, I don't remember which one, when Nigel announced that the government would have removed the transfer tax from properties over 15 million and above. I think it was. I don't hold me to the details of that. But they remove the tax from transfer when they buy a property, $15 million. So you have to pay the transfer tax. Mark G at the time stood up in Parliament and said the removal of that won't help anybody in his constituency because they will never be buying a house for that price. Bear that in mind, you know, that is the man who is charged with improving the lives of his constituents. Stand up in the house and say, none of his members of parliament, none of his constituents will ever benefit from that. And I remember, you know, I did call Cliff Hughes and I did say to Cliff, I said, Cliff Hughes, how can the man who is charged, with elevating the lives of people say that nobody who him represent will ever benefit from that? How that makes sense? How that makes sense? But that people is PMBism. If you keep them poor, they will always depend on you. JLPism, get a skill, no make nobody walk on you in a life. No depend on nobody if you no hand out. Get yourself a skill. Yeah, man, him certify them as Papa. And that is why the same people them living at the building, see the building are broke down and would not lift a single finger to repair it. Not even Marky himself would have repaired the building where dropped down. Because guess what? A somebody else's job. If I was fortunate enough to have a government that literally look at me and give me a house. If I had a government that look at me and give me one house and say, hey, see one house here. I believe so I would have put a tarpaulin over it so not even when rain falling not touch it. Yes, I would have put a tarpaulin over there so not even when rain fall, get wet. I would have probably buy one tin of paint every time I get pay and paint it, just to keep it up. But no, PMB mindset is that me get it, all me have to do is live in there. As somebody else's job to fix the plumbing when it go bad. As somebody else's job to repair the structure when it damaged. As somebody else's job to ensure say don't fall down on top of our head. Literally. Somebody else's job. That is PMBism in action. PMBism says that even if we look up and we're in a fall, as somebody else's job to bring over an umbrella. That's a PMBism. And if the evidence is there, so I'm not telling a life on this. These are my fellow Jamaicans, These are my fellow Jamaicans who I hope one day will realize we're better than certain things. Who will hope one day say nobody not supposed to come and trick we with no $500. Chris. Why you couldn't be Chris at Manchester United? I mean, come on, man, Chris, man. Arsenal. You couldn't be Chris Manchester United, man. Sure. Okay, bless up yourself. Welcome. But that is PMBism for you. PMBism say I would have cherished it. Let that Mr. Max, man. Ask if I was fortunate enough to be given a house. Hold on. You think I would live in that house for it to come and tumble down on top of me? And the problem is, as I say, these people don't pay rent, they don't pay mortgage, they don't pay light bill, they don't pay water. The list, yeah, man, the list longer than that, man. The list longer than that. Manchester is blue. Oh, listen, it isn't hard to believe a set of people, big people, some people who And believe me, people, let me say, if you look inside of some of them house there, if you look inside of them, some things were in them you would have never believe, Yeah, man, some things were inside of those structures you would have never believe. But when it come time to take care of your surroundings, that's somebody's job. Them things that, as myself, repair them building there. If either between Omar Davis or Mark Golding did care anything about the people up in that constituency, one Labor Day project. The PM just leave Bay Farm Road, yeah man. Big PM that. Right? If either the two, the former finance minister, during his tenure as finance minister, if he did care about the people, he would have done something to repair them building for a long time, to upkeep them. Mark Golding in pass on the torch one is the same thing. I said this before and I will say it again. When Mark Golding entered that constituency, and when him enter the constituency, him go to one person. One somebody up them deal with, and it's the Dan. Well, me believe say even 1%, 1% of the $3 billion, 1% of the $3 billion where Mark Golding invest in the Bahamas could have administered repairs to every single building. All right, Chris, bless up yourself. 1% of that $3 billion could have been invested in his constituency. 1%, not a lot, 1% of the $3 billion that is invested in Bahamas could have been invested in his constituency. Yes, simple put, that is not an unreasonable ask for a billionaire. The man don't care one iota about the little black picnic them. All him see them as is a means to power. That's all him see them as, a means to power. Right? And that is what more people realize. That is what more people realize. So the man don't care. The man have a disdain when they come to Jamaica. I force him last week to get one black, green and gold jacket, It's because people like me, they are every day are blasting saying I have nothing with national color. And I am convinced. So the moment you walk out of National Stadium and throw in a car, in take off the jacket and fling away. I bet you know the next national event thing going to not see him that one day because him take it off and fling away. Yeah, man, them hand over some of them, man, to people in the Bahamas. People in the Bahamas living in great comfort. Bob Chin, bless up yourself. People in the Bahamas living in greater comfort thanks to Mark Golding. But the people them in Jamaica, them house literally a collapse on top of them, and Mark Golding say, I know my job. Mark Golding say a government to fix it. Mark Golding, you, sir, are government. You are government. You're an elected member of the House of Representatives. That makes you government. And I don't hear, I don't hear the media calling out the hypocrisy with him, I don't hear them calling out the hypocrisy with him. Because guess what? I them darling, him have the right color skin. So everything when him do is under the shoulder. And I jarred the parallel between this. Couple of months ago, a reporter was passing. Hold on, I had a picture of it. No, I was watching. By tomorrow, I am going to post a picture of them. By tomorrow, I'm going to post a picture of them. I was watching. I'm gonna ask somebody. I saw I have the picture. There was a gentleman on YouTube last night, and he was running the pictures of the houses behind him. Right. I am going to ask him to send me some photo of them. So by tomorrow, check out Chuck Finley page. They will be on it. Very nice houses, 3 bedrooms. Built with all modern amenities. Given to the people of the Bahamas. Thanks to Mark Golding. Another one of the excuse people keep giving, but I know Mark Golding that with approving. And central here, Mark Golding don't in the day-to-day running approving anymore. I mean the day collecting of his dues though, the day-to-day collecting. Mark Golding is proving. Proving is Mark Golding. Qualified for what? You have the video DJ Potter. All right, send it to me there. Jukes, how much people is qualified? Qualified for what? I am not sure what you're referring to. But that is it, sir. That is it. So the very same people them will look in front of them eye and see NHT. Oh, NHT. No, all right, let me tell you about NHT Jabos. Thanks to the government of the day, even a security guard with a BSP of $15,000 can go to the NHT and get qualified for a house loan. Even if you are not earning that, there is a program at the NHT where basically anybody who is employed, it doesn't matter what you do, go to the NHT and you're qualified for a loan. Those who can't get a loan will get a grant. I am not telling you a lie, you know. If you are working for something where you can't get a loan, there are grants available. You can get up to $3 million in grant from the NHT. You've been where and done what? Right? You've been where and done what? And still nothing. Even if there's no loans available, even if there's grant of up to $3 million. So I don't know where you did and what you do. And the fact say you come and ask me who qualifies means I don't believe that you've been there and done that. But let me get back to PNBZ. Me no want you. We try it over and over. What you try? Yeah, you can join with someone. Listen to me. Let me cover NHT like this. The government has implemented so many changes at NHT right now. Where probably one homeless man can clean up his clothes one day, spray a little cologne, go up at NHT and qualify for a loan. The amount of things where the government change at NHT, a man off of the street can probably clean off himself, go up at NHT and qualify for a loan. Yeah, man, DJ Potter, me say, send it to me, man. I send inbox me a number, I send him a WhatsApp, and you send it to me. Right? PMPism is the idea, say, people chew up them hand because guess what? The process too hard. Me can't bother with it. PMPism is that, boy, me go up there and me take a look, me have to wait, you know, so me can't bother. If you want good, your nose have to run. Simple sitting there, they teach when you grow up. The two person, I don't remember no name. Learn the process. Spend some time. Do your research. Know what you're applying for. And go apply for it. It is there. It is there. The programs are there. But bear in mind, you know have to do for no part. Yes, it is there. Just go up there, learn the process, learn what you want, research the documents you need. Gather up all the documents you need to get. The problem with most of the people them that go is that them not gather all what they need, and when the people then send them back and say, no, we need a document here. Oh, me can't bother. And then you go tell the people and say, oh, me go up there, me not get through. Because you never do what you need to do, you never do your part. You wanted a shortcut. Man Nation, we soon get to that, Man Nation. We are talking about PMPism. Right? If you believe you're in a position and you need to apply for some housing assistance from the NHT, just spend the time. Find out what you need. Do some research. Don't talk to people. Take advice from people when you know nothing. That is the #1 problem in Jamaica, you know. We sit down and we take advice from people. A man who walk every day, I tell you how to fix car. A man who no live nowhere, I tell you about how to get house. The government put in a whole heap of programs at NHT that people why no need to come on original profile? Why you can't leave your, of course I leave my door open every day. I don't understand what you mean you still can't leave your door open. I leave my door open every day. Me no understand you. Learn what you need to apply for. Learn what you need and stick to the process until you get through. The man with raw peas seek fire. Me no know no JP if you get nothing signed. When you no get to no needs ID, you no won't need any JP if you sign anything again. And you can go apply for it. No. Boy, me can't find all of my pay slip them. Well, go to work. Get them printed out for you. Just stick with the process. Stop bossing too hard. Stop bossing it is too hard and go and get it done. It why? I don't know. The PMPism. The PMPism. We have to go put it on the National Health Fund list of treatable diseases. Yes, we are going to add it. Okay, Mark, I'm glad you asked. Somebody did ask me to post the list, but next week, I think Wednesday. No, next week, one day next week. I don't remember to say. They're gonna publish the application process and the location. Yeah, I don't remember. Somebody had asked me to get it for them, but I saw where they said next week They're gonna publish the application process and the locations for you to get your needs card. So don't look out for that. But no, but Rick Star, we have to try treat it. It's a dangerous disease, you know. My election is tomorrow. Kingman, tomorrow. Mark, I was one of the first person who signed up for my one. The by-election is tomorrow, Kingman. So, and yeah, she win already. A joke. Vote for going at the box. But PMPism, the people, is a dangerous thing. Is a thing where hold back people and them can't see it. Is a thing where hold back so many people from progressing, from achieving them goal. And bear this in mind. Several of them come here. Several of them come here, you know, type us out that thing. Oh, why we any of them tell me something I tell lie? Any of them tell me I tell lie? No. Because them know say it's the mindset. They give me a thing. But again, I will say this to you. There's a difference between the two parties. One of them say, put up your hand and be proud. The next one say, just stretch to me and give you something. One of them afraid of you. The fact that you might be able to earn things for yourself and don't need them anymore. One of them encourage that. Earn for yourself. Just see me as a guide. One of them tell you say it's wrong to build a house. One of them tell you say it's wrong to have bank accounts. One of them tell you say we're wrong because we should have never be independent. One of them full of backdoor deal. Yes, literally full of backdoor deal. And figuratively too. One of them encourage criminality. One of them encourage criminality as a way of life. Tap up the screen, my people. Get it to 20,000. 20,000 our next goal. One of them encourage criminality. One of them is against national security. One of them encourage you to listen to me. You don't have to do nothing. Just wait. We will do everything. And when them do everything, is at the expense of the fruit, the tree, where we call Jamaica. That is how one work. O'Neil Smith say, like you, I don't understand. Because that's all them do. The propaganda, if you go over there, go here, you know. CMU. O'Neil, I don't understand. Like you, CMU, I don't understand where at. O'Neil Smith, I don't understand you. What this mean? Let me pin it up there so you can see. What this mean, O'Neil? Like you, CMU, I don't know. You trying to say something? We are try Queen Boss. We are try. But it is going to take a reprogramming of the mindset of the masses. It is going to take, once again, to instill a sense of self-pride in a people. Slogan party. Yeah, man. Kill it with slogan. Nothing behind it. It is going to take a change, a reprogramming of the mindset of the people of Jamaica. And that is what we are trying to do. You see, Cliff Hughes. Cliff Hughes, as a journalist, is hell-bent on promoting the PMPism agenda. And how do I know that? Because in the last couple of weeks, the only thing he can highlight about people is that, boy, Prime Minister, the people them are complaining say Labour Party too tight to the purse string. Prime Minister, the people them are complaining say you're not let go the money. Cliff Hughes, that a PMPism. Your time would have been better served encouraging the people and say, why not take advantage of the things that are put in place to assist? But because Cliff Hughes is a part of the PMPism organization, that is the agenda he will always push. He will always try to get people, oh, PMP take care of them workers, to the detriment of what? There's a difference between the two. One will take care of the workers and one that give the workers opportunity. Feeding a man every day, you're not doing nothing. Because the day you lose the inability to feed him is the day I'm dead for hungry. Let go of the purse string every day. You're not doing that man no justice. Teach him to contribute to the purse. Me lose half of Cliff Hughes. Yeah, man, me lose half of him, man. Me lose half of him big time. I remember the passing of Ian Boyne. I had called Cliff Hughes a couple of days after and I tell him, I said, Cliff, Ian Boyne gone now. So you are now carrying the mantle as the Jamaica's most senior journalist. It is sad to say that Cliff Hughes has dropped the baton. Yes. Cliff Hughes dropped the baton. Cliff Hughes now spend the time and inform people and say, listen to me, government to create these things, go for it. Cliff, I'm telling you something, Cliff Hughes. If you encourage people to take up these opportunities, go to hard, get the skill, take the grant, start your business. If you look at that, Cliff Hughes, as a 10-year plan, say, I, Cliff Hughes, I am going to encourage as much person as I can to go to heart, get the skills, get the grant at the end, start your business. 10 years time, Cliff Hughes, you know how much advertising revenue that? You know how much handout revenue, how much advertising revenue that when you encourage them to start them local business? Cliff Hughes start his live. Nearly 2,000 people up on YouTube are typing at the comment. And the one where you could have picked out for read is the one where people are complaining, say, boy, they're not giving up. The one where stand out to Cliff Hughes of all the thousands of people typing in the chat. And I was in the chat that day, so I know. Of all the people typing in the chat, all sorts of things, some positive, some negative, the only one where stand out to you is a man who types, boy, they're not giving a handout. Pull up your socks, Cliff Hughes, you drop the ball. You drop the button. You lower the standard. You help stifle journalism. You have a stranglehold. You have your hand on the neck of journalism and you squeeze it. A couple of weeks ago, I would say dead, you know. But then we have people like George Davis, Tana Thomas, I forget the name of the other two young fellas who are doing their best to keep it alive. So Cliff, leg on the neck and make journalism rise again. Challenge your colleagues at North Street and Linders Road to lift the standard. Challenge your colleague to lift the standard. Yeah, man, you have to get call out, man. You have to call out your colleagues and tell them to lift the standard. Stop the pay for play business in a journalism in a Jamaica. Stop the party journalism. Those are what we have to call out. And so we are going to return the pride in our people. Jamaicans, I'm not going to say were once, Jamaicans are still a proud set of people. The majority of Jamaican proud, hardworking. But guess what? One headline will say, good man work and maintain family. Won't sell no newspaper, it will make people watch the news. Man abandon 10 bigness out of him, that make news. But out of every 10 family, 1 to the 9 good one then. All right. I think sorry people, I am seems to be ignoring my YouTube audience. Right. I seem to be ignoring my YouTubians. Yeah, my brother. I don't think that Cliff Hughes are pushed forward here. Cliff Hughes dropped the baton. The Cliff Hughes dropped the baton big time. Cliff Hughes is now full-fledged in campaign mood for the People's National Party. But I said thanks to the young journalists them up there who are doing their best to keep the profession alive. Thanks to them. Tell them what them keep up the good work. Stay in the fight. It's difficult, but stay in there. Yeah, man, for the night, the man Cliff Hughes gone around, man. Cliff Hughes went back, and other night, the Cliff Hughes go home for you. The night of local election, Cliff Hughes go home. Gone back to him roots. Then convince him. I don't know if a man go to him in Abidjan. I don't know if a Michael go to him in Abidjan, you know, but from that day, then gone back home for you. Right, from that day, he gone back home. Right, and since then, he has been on a relentless campaign trying to compare a government that is giving away opportunities to a party that is giving away brown envelope. But again, as I was saying, majority of Jamaicans are a proud set of people. But you will never know that by seeing what make the newspaper and the radio and the television. You will never know that by looking at some of the things where you see on social media. I think I was listening to Chaps earlier. Not earlier, probably a couple of weeks ago, and he had said that if in a Jamaica we are hosting a musical competition, a singing competition, 2 persons go up there go sing. One sing like Whitney Houston, melodious and glorious voice. And the next one sing like when you are Greater Coconut. Is the one we sing like them a Greater Coconut I go win. Yeah? That is the one we are going to win. Because we get to a level where we are immune to certain things. We are immune to high standards. When people ask more of us, we think there's something wrong. Well, well, that is true, chosen one. That is true. Cliff, you never, English just a hibernate. right? It should be up to the media to lead the charge, to reprogram the mind. Tap it up, my people. Get it to 30,000. 30,000 our next target. There you go. Thank you, Queen Boss. A productive government to an unproductive opposition. Thank you. Very well said. Let me pin this so people can see it. See that up there? That is it. A productive government with an unproductive opposition. People in opposition that believe say handout is the way to go. But the Prime Minister earlier this week gave his policy speech to the business community. And believe it or not, it is one of the most visionary presentation. Yeah, man, that with them, that with them. Since everything go back since 2016. It was one of the most visionary presentation of any government in the last 40 years. It is the government telling you where we're going now. I've always made the point that, listen, we spend the time, we grow the cow, and we don't want to start to milk the cow prematurely. The Prime Minister came out the other day and said, guess what now? The cow ready. It's time to start milk the cow now. The cow is ready, the cow fat. We have achieved economic stability. That is something that has eluded us since the mid-90s, since the 90s. And the Prime Minister said it right. He gave thanks to Peter Phillips and Portia for being a part of the transformation. But don't forget that Peter and Portia was cast aside because they chose to work with the government to achieve the stability. They chose to work, so them cast them aside, they fight them and kick them out. For Master Mark. So the Prime Minister said we achieved the stability where we want. And now it's time. Now it's time to put that stability to work for us. The Prime Minister said something that is very important, and I don't want people to miss it. Government can't employ everybody. Yeah? Government cannot employ everybody. So with the newfound stability, we have to now encourage investors. You think like all the things we had back in the 90s, all the factories and things that was in Jamaica. We have to encourage people to come back and open them again. But one of the guarantees we have to make to them people is that the PNP will never come back to power to destroy them. Yes. We have to guarantee people, say when you come to Jamaica and you invest in these things. I'm not even going to say come to Jamaica. We have to tell Jamaicans, say when you get up and you invest in these things again, the PNP will not get a third chance to destroy the business community. And I said that third chance because they have done it twice before. 5 flights a day. If you don't like what me I do, leave. The people them lock down them business and cut. Mash up the economy of Jamaica. There was no business. Siaga came in, lead the reconstruction process of the economy, and get back investors to come in, created banks that will facilitate these loans for people to start up business, build back some business confidence, return growth to Jamaica. The slogan party come again and win an election. The only thing this time, they did not give the business class a chance to leave. They destroyed them where they stand. They took everything from them. We've spent the last 30 years trying to get out from under the debt at that period. And as I say, I don't want to speak of that as it was only, I don't want to speak of that as if it was only the financial sector that suffered damage. Our educational system suffered, our health suffered, and I believe second to finance, our national security took the biggest hit of all. Because it was during that time, under the watchful eyes of the PMP, that crime went up. Moving from a murder rate of 430 to over 1,600. So next to finance, during that period, crime, our national security, took the greatest hit. We also had a second flight of capital out of this country. Because right now, before the 90s, FinSAC, tap up the screen with people. We're not get to 30,000 yet. Before the 90s and FinSAC, all of those hotels from Ocho Rios to Negril Point used to be owned and operated by Jamaicans. All of those hotels from Ocho Rios to Negril Point used to be owned and operated by Jamaicans. Those funds were reinvested in the islands in other sectors. When Hurricane PMP happened, that hurricane last 18 years in Jamaica. When Hurricane PMP happened, all of those were taken away and sold to international operators. Those international operators were given the right to employ people on contracts. Yes. Those international operators were given the right to employ people on contracts. So I've always said, and I can do it for everything, majority of the problem we face today can be traced back to Hurricane PMP. And now, that is the same hurricane we are come back to tell you, say, boy, we need to do something about this sector, we need to do something about that sector. Every problem we face today can be traced back to Hurricane PMP. the Jamaica Labour Party started compulsory education in Jamaica. The PNP stopped it. Compulsory education. Take a moment and think, where would we be today had Jamaica continue compulsory education through the 90s? It left us today where majority of our people are not educated. The People's National Party removed the teaching of civics out of our school. That's why Mark Golding can stand up and tell the people and say the building will collapse, a government to fix it. And none of them running could have tell him, say, but Mark Golding, your government. Because the People's National Party removed civics out of school. So majority of the people don't know how government works. It is because civics removed from school, why one of the longest serving mayors in the history of Jamaica could have, after him lose him office, could have they out in a street with placard that demonstrates say he want water. And nobody who stand up beside him could have said, but Bossy, I never your job last week to give you the water. All of the problem today can be traced back to the PNP. It was during the 90s when the financial sector collapsed, the education sector collapsed. People have to run away, leave them children. Kids were raised by barrels and Western Union. Everybody who got redundancy, the cheapest way them, the most way them could have looked on is to go buy one car, put on the road. That is how indiscipline on our road, that's where it is. Because within 2 years, we moved from 10 taxi to 2,000 taxi. So the indiscipline on our road can be traced back to Hurricane PNP. It was during the collapse of those times that majority of the young people lose hope and turn to robbery, turn to gangs, turn to criminality. Contract killing become the order of the day. Robbery. And that is why the murder rate moved from 400 in 1989 to 1,600 by 2007. Every problem that we face can be traced back to Hurricane PNP. Every problem we face in Jamaica can be traced back to Hurricane PNP. It was under the People's National Party watch that lotto scamming became popular. Lotto scamming is the leading cause of gang activities in Jamaica these days. It was under the People's National Party that it was allowed to flourish unchecked. One of the PNP #1 donors is dubbed the father of lotto scamming. At least 50 to 60% of the violence in Jamaica these days is because of the scamming. Every problem that we face can be traced back to Hurricane PNP. It's covered Jamaica for 18 years. 44,000 business lockdown. Now, let's say each of those business employ 4 persons. What that do to unemployment? That is why under the PMP, unemployment was up to, and I'm just talking 2013 here, but not talk for the 90s. Because during the 90s, unemployment was as high as 28%. 28%. When Lisa Hanna come up and say, during the 90s, they reduced poverty. Lies. Yes, them reduce poverty for Mark Golden family, for Peter Bunting family, for Omar Davis family, for PJ Patterson family, for Vin Lawrence family. Every problem that we face can be traced back to Hurricane PMP. Right? I dare whole of them coming at the chat for evil. Ever hear them say me I tell lie yet? Them come and them will try to distract. But me drink me rum this morning. No distraction. Focus. Any morning me don't drink me rum. That gonna be a different story. But me drink me rum this morning. Me good. All our problem can be faced back to them. It was during their 90s when they embarked on the high interest rate policy. When paying the national debt and paying public sector wages would have outdone the tax collecting. So there is no money to fix road. There was no money to fix hospital. That's why the roads in Jamaica today are literally falling apart. Every problem that we face can be traced back to Hurricane PMP. It was during that time of mismanagement when we couldn't spend no money to fix up the health sector. The hospitals were basically rotting down. Doctors used to have to cut soap in a two as card to Dr. Dawes. They used to have to use scandal bag as PPE. That was through Hurricane PMP. And now, they must set up again on a wheel road and a circle. But again, I will prove my devoted confidence in my Jamaican people. But I have never come on this platform and tell anybody, say right now, Jamaica is perfect. Tap up the screen, me people. Why me people are not tap the screen, man? I have never come on this platform and tell anybody, say Jamaica is perfect. But what I can tell you with the utmost of confidence is that we are getting there. We are getting there. For the first time in this country, we can look and we can see where the tax dollars is being spent. We can look and we can see improvement in our police force, in our military. We can look and we can see improvement in the health sector. We're getting there, my people. We're getting there. We're not reach yet. But the work I put in, the government have them plan written down on paper. We are get there. The Prime Minister said, when we improve the road network, we don't make the highway across St. Mary, it is going to open up acres and acres of land for development. When you open up those acres, it are going to send in, build some more house over there. So I said it. I said to you, Richards, this morning on a platform that under the PNP government, the PNP would have authorized several housing development in some areas where never have basic amenities, proper road, light, and water infrastructure never in there. Look later and go over read there and say, me said NHT make house without them things. I never say NHT. But there are several developments that take place under the PNP where people have a black would say, why they never give with the road and they never give with the water? What if of them? Indeed, Sefi, tell him I wish one them. But I got disconnected. So as usual, you go tell them, say, he run me off of one program. He run me. You, Richards, you can't run me off of no program. Right? You can't run me off of no program where you see me, man. One of the issues I have with you people that sometimes I may exit a program is that me have a very low tolerance to bullshit. A very low tolerance to bullshit. So rather than sit around and be dumber for the conversation I may go have, you better leave you alone. Because you don't have nothing constructive to add to any conversation is a part of. You don't have nothing constructive to add anywhere. The other day, I see my good friend from Canada put up a video where he's obviously having a problem with one of the PNP dons who he used to par with. So I made a comment under it, say, it seems like you catch flea. But the comment seems to go over my head. So let me break it down for you, sir. When I look up at me, them always tell me, say, if you lay down with dog, you will get up with flea. So apparently you used to have the dog them over there surround the daytime and I cheer them on. Now you catch flea. Now you catch flea. Right? But my fellow Jamaicans, this country today is far better under the steady hands of Andrew Michael Holness, Dr. the Honorable, with Nigel Clark, Favour Williams, with Nestor Morgan, Pernell Charles Jr., with Dr. Christopher Tufton, Marlene Malahou Fort, Heroy Clark. We are safer and better. Dr. Horace Chang, all these people have contributed to make this government the best in the last 40 years. This administration, an administration that has gone through an entire term without any misappropriation of government funds or anything of the sort. With no apology. That's what we have today. And that's what we are going to continue to fight for. Right? But I must now take my leave. So we are going to say goodbye to YouTube and goodbye to TikTok. I will charge up my device and get back to you all in a little bit. Right. So blessed me people. It was nice hanging out with you all. I hope you all learned something. And I hope a couple of you know it's confirmed that when the roll is called up yonder, when the bell ring, you will find your classroom and vote for the Jamaica Labour Party to continue repairing Jamaica. Bless up everybody. We meet again very soon.
Have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.